everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. 5 wins in a row, but not very good play. That's where I'm at right now. GYYG, RO9G, with, I would say, just about average stats, but a little HP surplus, which is nice, and I just basically took that hit right to the dome, but that's alright. Tonsil Stone, I don't even know what you do. I'm not even supposed to be here. A clown pewter, F that, probably got no games. Etc, etc. I apologize. As a reference to the show, I think you should leave. Oh, really? I didn't know. Yeah, I know you knew, but like, anyway. Coming hot off the presses after our last video, there's a temptation with so many tinted rocks to use Pandora's box here, because I believe it gives 2 bombs, 2 keys, which is a pretty bad yield until you consider what you could parlay those 2 bombs into if everything went according to plan. So for now, I'm keeping that under advisement. It really, I think like on an algebraic level, it forces you to ask the question. Because where am I going to use Pandora's box, if not now? On the Caves 1. Where it would give us a random boss item. What's worth more? 2 spirit hearts? Or saving 2 bombs? It's all a moot point now, as I'm sure you've recognized. A random boss item and saving 2 bombs, or using 2 bombs to blow up 2 tinted rocks. Honestly, I'm kind of the opinion that on average, I would expect the tinted rocks to be more useful. Depends on the exact position you find yourself in, of course, but sulfuric tears, it's basically like really bad infinite bombs, which are really good. So what do you get when you combine really bad and really good? Acceptable. I guess. In this case, acceptability. Oh, that's a spicy room. Can't open those though. That's the one downside there. But we got a bomb out of it anyway. So we'll push these together, like the 2 single beds in a European hotel. Pop those down. Oh, the irony. I hate the way he says that. Most of all, I hate the way I don't hate it. Not even a little. Not even at all. So Sackboy is insanely good, and things are really like coming together in a big way here. We I was about to fight the boss like the first time I came through here, and I was like, I don't know, this run seems a little spotty. Now I'm like, well, we picked up like probably one of the top 3 or 4 shop items in the game. We're gaining access to all the tinted rocks that otherwise were previously unacceptable. And we're keeping all the, or unaccessible, I should say. And we're keeping all the value of Pandora's box. Plus, we are 1,000%. Ooh, I shouldn't have kicked it so far. But it worked. We're 1,000% gonna get an orbital here. I love an orbital, dude. Orbital plus invincibility is a recipe for a beautiful run. And this is how I wanted to start here. Because honestly, I think we've been playing like trash. To have a floor where we were actually able to like leverage things a little better has me feeling very nice. Has me feeling good. Has me feeling like I actually know what I'm doing in this game to some extent. And that shouldn't come as a surprise considering I've played so much of it, but you never know. Sometimes you find yourself losing faith. Still, really, if I have one, and I don't really have like a major concern, but if I have one imminent, foreboding, potential concern on this run, it's rate of fire. 1 tiers upgrade on this floor, and I think we're off to the races. Because we're getting an item next floor as well. Like, we could save Pandora's box and open it later for, like, better yield, but, like, I think of Pandora's box like a retirement fund, you know? Of course, if you just keep working and keep pumping away at that 401k. It'll have more money in it when you're done. What you want to do is find the intersection of, like, does it have enough? And will I also be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor for an adequate length of time? You know, you don't want to retire at 25 and then at 32 you're like, this was a bad idea, I don't have enough money. You also don't want to, you know, work until you're 90 and then, you know, it's like an Alanis Morissette song. Die the day you go to the bank to start, you know, taking out the money from your retirement fund. That's not it. That's a B-side to the Alanis Morissette song. It's not quite up there. I hate that song. I love Alanis. I've said this many times. Well, I don't really love Alanis, but I love Jagged Little Pill. I think it's an... I would honestly say it's an underrated 90s album. At the time, it was insanely popular. Now it doesn't get the respect it deserves, in my opinion. I mean, that's pretty amazing. But Ironic is not the best song on that album. You Oughta Know is the best song on that album. Without a doubt in my mind. Now this is all about how patient we want to be. But I hate that when in Ironic, she says it's like rain on your wedding day. I know much has been made over the fact that a lot of the stuff in that song isn't ironic, but rain on your wedding day isn't even coincidental. It doesn't even approach the level of, like, it's nothing. It's just weather. Rain on your wedding day, it could be ironic. You know what would be a little bit more ironic? Is rain on your birthday and you're named Sunny. There you go. That's the necessary steps that have to be done in order to make that work. Obviously, it's like, rain on your birthday when your name is Sunny. It kind of doesn't work syllabically, but a free ride when you've already paid, sure. I would obviously not ironic, but you know, I at least get that one. It really makes you go, huh, wish I hadn't paid for that. You know, like getting a full price gym membership and then seeing the same gym at a sale on 1 month for $1. But you still gotta pay. But you still gotta pay for the key entry thing. We call it a fob here. It's like, that's the nomenclature for it. Hold on, I don't want any of those. You know, hate to say it, but I do want this. I think that's worth it. Okay. This is a shop that could dictate the future of our run. We gotta give it a try. It didn't work out very well. Honestly, like, I just don't care about Mama Mega. Here we go again. But we'll pop it so we can see secret rooms at least, and then we'll just get out of here. And I mean, it's fine. Blank card is great. That's what we're excited about right now. It's a good advice that you just didn't take. Also, not ironic. Not ironic really in the least. The good advice that you just didn't take. If we're rating irony in the song Ironic, some of them just don't even... I would not even say they're coincidental in the slightest. Blank card sun. Ooh. Looks just like it. You love to see it. Like an old man turns 98, won the lottery, freaking died the next day, dude. That, I would say there might even be some level of irony. If you don't want to be anal about the dictionary definition, yeah. Man was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase, kissed his kiss goodbye. He waited his whole dang life to take that flight. And then when the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? Look, a little bit verbose, but a man being afraid to fly and then dying in a plane crash on his first flight is remarkable. There's no doubt about it. That's on a global scale, an uncommon situation. If you deny that, I encourage you to look up aviation statistics. But not all of them are the same. 10,000 spoons when you just need a knife doesn't even make any sense to me. Like, where are you that there's even 10,000 spoons? I can't fathom the existence of being 10,000 spoons but 0 knives. Trust me, we usually have the opposite. I eat a lot of spoon-based foods and don't use a knife that often. I mean, I use a knife to, like, chop things for meals, but I don't, like, use a knife to, you know, cut meat usually. Usually it's forkable, you know what I mean? So I've been in situations where it was like, you know, it's like 8 knives when you just need a spoon. Like, that hurt. I've been there, but like 10,000? What are you, at a spoon factory? I can't believe I ruined this for myself, by the way, but I mean, maybe I'm the bad guy here, but I feel like if you go to a spoon factory and you're like, you guys got any knives? You're the weird one, Alanis. You did it to yourself. What a strange lady I've concocted in my head. But really a lot of Jagged Little Pill kind of falls apart if you examine it too much. You know, because I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's playing a piano. Okay, can you take one of the hands out of your pocket? I got something to give to you. Well, it's not both hands are busy. One hand is playing a piano? Sure. Valid. I don't want to interrupt that. But the other hand's not doing anything. Can you help me with Habitat for Humanity? I don't know why now I'm... In my head, it's Jimmy Carter asking Alanis. But I can't do a Jimmy Carter impression, because I don't know what he sounds like. Worth it. We'll just pop that. We still are very much not in a great spot, damage-wise. But we're going to get there. Oh, how did we not get hit, dude? We're gonna get there. I'm very confident, and it's not because of my own skill, and it's not because of anything we got going on the run necessarily. It's mostly just because we have like a lot of cash, and cash very meaningful in this game. You know, we can buy it. Reroll machines on shops are so common. We can essentially buy, like, you know, probably like 4 shop items per floor. Well, maybe not with 48 cents, but we're closing in on it. You understand my point, at least. My point. Not greed. You love to see it. What do we like to see here? Mapping. Very nice. Spirit Heart? Maybe. I'd like to get it with, like, my final purchase. And I'd like to get it for 3 cents. I mean, we have the sun, so I probably shouldn't have bought the map. We definitely don't need the compass on top of that. I think jumper cables will work just fine. Sure. Definitely, in hindsight, yes. Should not have purchased the map. That's a force of habit. Although I guess it does give us secret room access. Increasingly high-pitched voice. You know, I will take Tech 2. It carries a damage downgrade. But I think we get the multiplicative effect of the piercing shot that makes it justifiable for the time being. Does it make our time to finish rooms less? Probably. And if that's not a damage upgrade, then I don't know what is. Let's just ice that one. You love to see it. Excuse me, my sulfuric tears. Thank you. We are hard to kill as well. Like, we can take a little damage every few rooms and not sweat it at all. Because we have little Chad giving us necessary HP bonuses. Great room for jumper cable. Love to see it. Oh, come on! Oh, a big room. Don't mind if I do. I don't know, man. I mean, I recognize I did it to myself partially with this tech too. Oh, we have I was gonna say a special coin. I did it to myself a little bit with tech too. However, I still stand by the the idea that Tech 2 was actually like a bonus for us. And what we're doing is not, you know, I don't think we made our run bad. I think we just revealed how kind of bad it was from a damage standpoint. No. Okay, Bighorn. He's beatable without using the Sun card. We'll just throw down some bombs. But this is... It is closing in on Trainwreck territory. Exclusively because of our damage stat. And rate of fire, to be fair, but... Yikes! We know this pill? We do not know these pill. These pill. No! That's okay. He's not the real boss. That's right. You're the mini boss. Don't you forget it. I mean, I'm hitting that train wreck point, dude, where I'm like, we also don't have any stats. That's the perfect room for this. Oh, please! We got the 2.75% chance of a deal with the devil. What a world. And you actually have some incredibly relevant items for us. So that's a huge get. Okay, never mind. I am uncomplaining at the present moment. We got insanely lucky with the items that we got. Our DPS is still going to be pretty bad, unfortunately, but you know, it's going to be a lot easier for us to... Oh, we don't want to go here. We want to walk all the way back, unfortunately. It's going to be a lot easier for us to guarantee those deals with the devil in the future. I mean, look, were we lucky to get a 2.5% chance? Insanely so. However, you know, it is a 2.5% chance. It's not zero. You know, that's what 2.5 means. I don't think those are worth it. I think we gotta swing for the fences a little bit here. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for right there. Just a whole carton full of useless items. Okay. Converter? Honestly, we should expect to get some spirit hearts in our lives. So I think doing this to give us some flexibility is advisable. He's done it. This is gonna be a slower run. Prepare yourself for the slowness. It is what it is. At least Black Candle plus the Sun means we're gonna be, once we wanna go, once we know where we wanna go, we can get there. But don't get your hopes up about any kind of boss rush situations at present. The odds of them coming to pass are quite low. So I'll tell you, you're not gonna like this. I see a library, I do not care. If you give me a speed upgrade, I could be persuaded. But for now, I'm like, I already have my spacebar item. It's the greatest spacebar item you could ask for. With this card as well. But to go back and, you know, what do we want? Satanic Bible, 1 demon heart. We got Dark Bomb. We got very little to worry about, I think. We're also getting so many charges that it completely undermines my point, because Satanic Bible could probably actually do some pretty good work for us, but I got inertia right now. I should not have kept shooting there. Also apologize, a little distracted. My lights just started flickering. Combined with recent drilling outside. Had me thinking maybe all of my electrical outlets were about to explode. 5 bombs. We have a 75% chance of a deal with the devil? Really? So I maybe in that case I should not be doing this, but you know, spoilers, we're doing it. Watch out for the scatter. Let's go! Oh, big plays. That's another one too. You love to see it. No, no, no. We'll stick with the sun card. Thank you very much. Okay, this is where we finally make our way. There's no real reason not to hold counterfeit penny. Or store credit, I should say. Sorry, my Isaac brain's all scattered, dude. I was just in the middle of a man-made lightning storm. Cut me some slack. I almost died. Sorry, that was my inner YouTuber coming out. Sure, we'll grab that, and we probably still want Liberty Cap. Even though it's been in the game for 6 years and I don't know what it does. Sometimes it gives you speed. That's what we're looking for right now. We will not get speed from this fight, unfortunately. So jump and then get hit by every scatter bomb, please. Wow, that was substantially less damage than I wanted to see. Dude, I know I'm being very complainy right now, but I'm also like, thank God we got those damage upgrades. Because otherwise, like, are you seeing this? I mean, I say those upgrades. Oh, I didn't even see you there. Hello. What I really mean is ceremonial robes, but, you know, small rock now as well. But, like, our damage is so bad, even still. I couldn't even dodge that. We got 0.73 speed. And you know what? I'll take that. We beat the odds on a 2.5% chance, and we lost to the odds on a 75% chance. That's one where you just go, fair. It would be very tone-deaf to complain about that one. Okay, well, against my better judgment, I will start walking this way, like Steven Tyler. I like, we got small rock. It raised our rate of fire, lovely. It lowered our speed, not so lovely. But I think what's funniest to me is that we can actually, because of Spider Mod, we can actually see our damage. We went from 8 damage per tick to 9. Considering the ticks are also coming faster, we love to see it. However, modestly underwhelming, perhaps, is a good way to describe it. Oh, but you love this. Thank you, sir. Don't jump. Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. Oh, let's go as a speed upgrade. We're at normal speed. Still pretty slow. This is not one of those Isaac runs where if you're watching right now, you want to talk to your friends and be like, you gotta see Northernlion's run today. This is a run that is for diehards only. This is, if we're using the ski hill analogy, this is like a double Black Diamond episode. Low on stats, light on banter, an entire focus on Isaac, but simultaneously a very low chance to lose. Do we have Nun's Habit? Did we say no to Nun's Habit or yes to Nun's Habit? That's nonsense. If he swallows a scatter bomb, the scattered bombs should just litter his duodenum. Let me in. Thank you. Dude, this side of the board is very cursed. You know, being a real D-head right now, buddy. I'm trying. I only do 9 ticks of damage, or 9 damage per tick. If you could just relax yourself slightly, perhaps exempt yourself from the situation, that would be for the best, in my opinion. Alright, I do want Blood Bag, but I mostly wish to hopefully get some kind of improvement in that department, and it did work, thankfully. We do have Nun's Habit, so effectively, we will play on this room until everything's under control. You know, I'm choosing to look at the positive here. First off, the situation is actually good. We should consider ourselves blessed that we have a very good chance to get Blood Bag out of this situation, raise our HP, raise our speed. Oh, I forgot we also have Placenta. Thank you. We're also getting so much money that if the shop doesn't contain greed, we got a great chance to get something out of that. Very nice indeed. However, you are costing me my favorite resource on planet Earth, and that's time. Hold on, little malware bites pop up, never hurt anybody. Except for all those people with ransomware, I guess. You're costing me my time. And you gave me IV Bag, which is just the greatest insult of all. Here's what I'm thinking about. Have you ever seen the movie Collateral, where Jamie Foxx plays a taxi driver who is contracted to drive around Tom Cruise, who is an assassin? Jamie Foxx has a postcard on his sun visor of the Caribbean. And reminds him, the reason he's doing this job is that one day he and his wife can retire in the Caribbean and all the drudgery of the gig economy will be behind him. It's a metaphor for the coping mechanisms we have to get ourselves through the drudgery of everyday life. My postcard from the Caribbean right now is me having 12 luck and getting a chest on every single room on the chest. And just dominating the rest of the game. I'm just picturing, in my mind's eye, I'm just picturing that, and I'm loving life. Okay, you are a cruel mistress. You are a cruel mistress. And this guy is gonna pay out with some HP. I personally guarantee it. He's just laundering it. Explosive diarrhea and verp. Which, okay. Okay, he did pay out with HP in a roundabout fashion. What a severe waste of everybody's time. I apologize. May God have mercy on our souls. Moving on. Oh, that's great. It's greed. Why is that great? Because now, and by the way, we did get synth oil. It's not all bad, but is great because now we have access to the shop knowing there's no greed inside of it. So yes, we will take Hive Mind. Everything's half price. Don't stop till you're numb. I gotta be honest, Jar of Flies is kind of tempting now, but we're gonna opt out of that for the time being. But we're gonna buy just about anything that could have any sort of use at all. Fair enough. And that's that, unfortunately. It's a very strange run right now. That's the way I would describe it. We do have a 100% chance of a deal with the devil and an awful lot of HP. All of which has me very excited. I hope that this can be like, you know, that song, The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson, where it's the chorus is all call and response. It's, the way you make me feel, really smart, boop. Can't say that on YouTube. Really smart, boom. And then the end of it is, my lonely days are done. That's what we're hoping, is that our lonely days will be done when we exit this floor. Because we'll have I don't know even what we're looking for. Because I was like, Brimstone, but even in my head, I'm like, I don't know. Brimstone's going to charge slow and be kind of weak. I don't know. As many positive, you know, incremental improvements in the damage and tiers department as possible. Those are the big ones. Guppy, of course. Dude, you've done me an incredible service. Thank you so much. These are great items. We got Spun as well, which gave us the most valuable item of all, Friendship. And we'll definitely take both of these. I don't know if that's going to take this to acceptable territory, but I mean, those are two great items that have a wonderful chance to do so. So I rest assured, I am not complaining. For the first time in my life. Oh, and I'm looking at the... Oh. I think my computer finished downloading something. I lost possession of the game window temporarily. Oh, and there's a delivery too. My lucky day. See you in a moment. Sorry, I was talking and I was muted the whole time. Said my headphones were wrapped up in my chair. I'm just a mess right now. But we should be... I mean, you're looking at the same run, I'm assuming. Otherwise, that'd be weird. We got this under control. I do hate to see the Matriarch. I have such a weird relationship with difficulty in Isaac, because I do sometimes feel like the game is too easy. But then whenever anything's tough... Or let me rephrase. Whenever things are so tough that they feel incongruent with the rest of the difficulty of the game, I'm like, what the heck? The Matriarch is so tough. It opens me up to derision. You know, oh, wah, wah, the game's too easy. Oh, this boss is hard. Wah, wah. Sure, I get it. You're right. I am a baby. Have you seen what I do for a living? However, if I have one, and I don't want to make this a complainy thing, the difficulty of Isaac is just sometimes unsatisfying. Dying to the Matriarch because you have 2 HP and her attacks are essentially undodgeable is frustrating, when every other boss in the game, you at least stand a chance to go toe-to-toe. In those situations, the Matriarch always feels like it requires a miracle, you know? I think that's what's unsatisfying. It's very unfair to compare, like, every game to Spelunky, but in Spelunky, I'm like, there are unfair situations. They happen so rarely, though. Like, there was an arrow trap off-screen. You got hit by it. You used too small a slice, etc., etc. Even then, people will make the argument like, well, you should always assume there's an arrow trap off-screen, and... You know who you're talking to? You're talking to the 2020 Spelunky Golden Goblet winner. I beat the first person in Earth's history to get a score of over 1 million on PC, and you're gonna explain me? I don't think so. It's a real word. It's a real word, dude. I have an astronaut on my team now. Do you have an astronaut on your team, Homer? I sleep in a big bed with my wife. I've been watching a little classic Simpsons lately. I know I've labored against the idea that we will support Disney Plus. Not because I have any negative feelings necessarily towards the Walt Disney Corporation, but rather because I was like, I don't want to buy it for just one show, you know, The Mandalorian. But then one day, Kate was like, I want to watch Aladdin. And I was like, all right. You know, if you want to watch Aladdin, there's a... boy, do I have a service for you. So we got Disney Plus. And really, I was scrolling through stuff on it, and I was like, you know, maybe I'll watch some of this National Geographic stuff at some point. But then I saw that they had 30 seasons of The Simpsons, and I was like, oh boy, 9 seasons of The Simpsons. And I've been watching a little bit more of that. Yes, they're motion smoothed, which feels weird, and they are presented in widescreen, like they're stretched and cropped, if that makes sense. So sure, occasionally you might be missing like the odd visual gag or something, but I'm not out here for the Criterion Collection edition of The Simpsons. I want easy on-demand access to nostalgia on tap. Draft nostalgia. And it's been doing a good job of that. Not a paid sponsor, by the way. Disney doesn't need to pay me to market for them. Just come out with more Marvel stuff, please. Oh. Help storage space. Enable the removal of unused local cloud-backed content from your device. It's just, I'm having one of those days right now where I'm like, Windows, what are you doing? Like every few minutes, I hear my computer go, like the hard drive spins up. And then Windows pops up something like, hey, check out King's new version of Candy Crush. And I'm like, can you not? I'm one of the few people with a legal version of your software. Please just leave me alone. That's all I desire. All I desire from the corporations whose products I support is to pay for your product and then have a reasonable expectation to never be bothered. Is that so much to ask? I know it's kind of like a crotchety old man thing, but... maybe I'm becoming a little bit of a crotchety old man. I don't know. I'm fighting against it, but, you know, the temptation is very strong indeed. I don't know. I feel like, you know, that's one of those companies you can insult, and people will be like, he's in the right. No matter what. Like, if you want to take shots at Amazon, you're in the right climate. Even if your complaint is nonsensical, it's going to get a lot of traction. You can always take a shot at Microsoft. Because, like, 5 of the people involved in the company have 3 commas in their net worth. As a result, you're always punching up. And it's a lot easier to joke when you punch up. People will laugh at anything. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, guys, watch. I'll see you next time. See ya!